We're live.
We're live already?
Yeah.
That was so fast. We can't really snap together, right?
No, we can't. We can
We
kind
can't
of.
sing together either. I just realized.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
can.
oh,
Let's
maybe
try
we
it.
could. Let's put it on.
We're missing the bass. I'll do the fill-in.
Let's put it on. Let's put it on. Let's put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it on.
Put it off. I'm not showing up. I'm not doing my part. 2 viewers, 6. We're hot. Coming in
All right,
hot.
6.
Yeah.
All right. It must have been that intro.
It was so hot. 8.
Where all of a sudden we're Paris Hilton. That was hot. That was hot. So what's going on?
Not much. We were so chatty before the.
I know.
It's like going live makes you.
Oh, see, this is my.
I
was trying to cover up the little red piece of tape on the microphone, see, because it ruins the
Chuck's
vibe.
here. Oh no! Don't tell people.
No, I know, but it was falling, so I had to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm covering that up. It was like.
Oh.
It was like 2 people
Thanks,
who had
Michi.
never. It was like
We're
one
beautiful.
person. Oh, do I have? Oh,
We
do I
got
get to see comments?
I don't know. Do you get to see comments?
Oh yeah, I can see comments.
Oh, good. We're just it's a little different because we could get heckled. Like,
Yeah.
this is a little bit different from.
Well, all right. So let's just like get into our conversation about.
All right. What are we getting into a conversation
Let's
about?
get into our
talk-
conversation now. I think we should have
we
a
didn't talk-
conversation.
All right. Let's do it.
Well, so we haven't done the podcast in 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, I know. And it was like, I'm not going to mention the guy's name, but it was
Right.
because of that guy.
Was it because of that? Were we just like
sort
so
of.
defeated and
We were
deflated?
defeated. Yeah, we were
Okay.
we were like just, I feel like I'm talking too close to this mic. I'm probably going to be too loud.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
We were like, we came back from a little bit of a break right before. And it was
Chris.
like,
Yeah, we did like a
is this
podcast with
it's
Lisa.
it's cat
It's
talk.
cat
Of
talk.
course it's cat talk.
I totally see we're gonna get hecklers. We don't do our best work with hecklers. Wait, this is like we'll find out what we're made of.
You got to change the transmission. I don't know. I don't even know what that.
Kid.
That's my cat talk. No, so what happened was we came back like all excited. We got a photo shoot done. We were like, we got new artwork. It was all pro. We were all excited. And then that happened. And I feel like that's all we could, I don't know. Personally, I felt like it just crushed things. Cause it was like, part of the show was just being silly. Like we'd get into deep conversations and stuff, but we'd also have almost like a little like pop culture bullshit corner where we just talk about silly shit. Like
we shit talked a lot.
Some Katy Perry bullshit, like just something stupid that like oh, she got caught lip syncing, or just like stupid stuff like that.
I know, and then it
that
just
was
felt
fun.
so like all that felt like
Yeah, it just it was like everything was too heavy to just like enjoy the frivolity of like
you can't talk about like so and so's shave job or like I don't know. No more happy Halloween. I mean, nothing was funny.
Yeah, that was our very first. That's where we were at in our. That was the level we were doing things at. Our very first.
I mean, some real
first
high quality,
episode.
top quality stuff.
I'm so sorry that we've deprived you all of this for so many years. But yeah, our very first episode was called Happy Horrorween because we were talking.
You can
about
hear it. I'll put up the
slutty
banner.
conversations. Not slutty conversation. We're talking about
Stitcher.
slutty costumes. Like the slutty Richard Nixon or whatever. Like just it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't the 70s.
That's
but
tame
yeah,
compared to
we
now.
were talking about all. But do you sometimes think about like so the only thing about doing a podcast is that you are documenting every dumb thing you might have said ever.
I know.
So not ever, but like in conversation. Like I know I definitely said things that I'd probably be like, well, that's not really how I feel now.
It's life, though. I mean, like,
Yeah, but life
it's
just
crazy.
like you have that moment and then it disappears.
I know,
and
but
doesn't
like,
get documented.
think about like your first album. Like that, it's like, okay, did I love like everything on my first album? Or, it's just that moment in time. It's kind of like the same thing. Yeah.
Well,
Did
that's
we
super
say a lot
cringy,
of really
too.
stupid shit? I don't know.
Probably.
Who cares?
Well, like, do you have any albums that you pretend don't exist?
Yes.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
my first two in the Burn at the Burn, they still have my first recorded album. Like Sawyer,
Yeah.
my stepson Sawyer works there, and he comes home singing like one of the songs just is always in rotation, and it's so embarrassing. I'm like, tell them to take it off of there, or he'll like call FaceTime me and start singing it to me. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, honestly, like I think about this because I think right now, if you're doing anything in the public and saying anything, you're likely to get ridiculed or canceled or whatever for any reason. So I think
Sure.
if you have like the cojones, if you have the pussy lips to like, get on any platform and say anything real, like
Yeah.
kudos.
Sure.
I've definitely had like some fear in the last year of being like, I don't want to say anything ever, anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I also sometimes it's like, well, do I really have a different take on that?
Right.
Social media has made us all think that everybody needs like, oh, I better give my opinion on this thing, or
Yep.
people will be waiting for it. Oh, Tom said for me to turn up my mic a tiny
Yeah.
bit. That means I can just bring it closer.
Oh, good.
All right,
I'm
if
glad
you're
that
listening,
we have Tom's
husband, let me know
can
if this
be
is
our-
better. I think I was just
yeah.
too far away from the mic.
Yeah.
But then I thought I was too close to the mic, but maybe I was too far away. Yeah. Anyway, but that's the earlier, yeah, like when you listen to yourself from earlier recordings, it's painful. That is like just but that's a good thing. I remember I had a student just recently who said something like that, like oh, I hate that first song that I wrote, like, and they're like they haven't even been doing it for that long, and I'm like, well, that's good. That means that you've grown like very quickly. It's like
Exactly.
if you hate, some of the things you've done in the past, that means you're growing. If you're
Exactly.
like, oh, that's perfect, it's fine, then you never get better. So
Yeah. I hate stuff that I did like last week. So what are you going to do?
yeah,
You know?
yeah. Oh, me too. I hate what I just said.
God. Let's just shut it down right now.
Shut this thing down.
I want to talk about your album and like all your stuff because we like never did that on the podcast. Like we never talked. I mean, because
We were so
whatever.
giving. We weren't self-promoting.
We were
at all.
so giving.
We were just so giving.
By the way, let me get to your website.
Oh, look at that. That is my website.
Let's talk about Bright Shining Stars.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
You're not helping me.
All right. What about it? No. No. I put that out. I'm going to turn I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my headphones down a little bit because I feel like I'm so loud in my own headphones.
I think Danielle's
It's
not going to be happy
overwhelming.
unless she's fidgeting around like a whole bunch.
When we just so everybody know when we started, like when I first signed on, I was like this. And it was like I felt like my dad when he answers the FaceTime call, like he just has he'll have like the camera in
The
wrong
eyeball.
place. Yeah.
This is fancy. Jen says this is fancy.
It's very fancy,
It
isn't it?
is. We got
So
tech.
fancy.
We got lights.
What was I gonna do? Oh, I know. Sorry. I'm like, I get all. More
It's
me,
easy to
less
like
me.
hide. It's like this is our first live like face.
It
and,
is.
I
know. This is awesome. This is fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So
Your
Bright Shining
acoustic
Stars.
record. Yeah. Which is
The reason I made that
freaking
record.
good.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. I don't hate it yet.
Good. That's one. Yay.
But so I do, what do you call it? I recorded it like based on a lie because what happened was, everybody had like, there were a bunch of people who did that tribute album for Tom.
Yep.
And so I was going to do the song Bright Shining Stars. I had to go into the studio. I went to see Dave Westner in the studio, and I had to like tell Tom why I was going into the studio. Like, so I had to say, I was like, I wasn't going to be
Nice.
like, I'm going to record your song. So I was like, I'm
Yep.
going to maybe start an acoustic record. I'm thinking of putting out a solo acoustic record. So I went into the studio and I recorded Tom's song. Like that was the main focus. But then I like blew through a few other songs. And I was like, well, now I have to make this true because I'm not a good liar.
Right. And now it's 15 on Billboard Blues.
Yeah, it debuted at that.
Amazing.
It did. I had a week. I had a week of glory.
I mean, some people don't get any glory, so
Yeah, it
a
was
week's
nice. That
pretty
was
dang
cool.
good.
It was cool. This one actually has had a lot more things than any other thing I've put out because of Tone Records. So they sent it to all the right, the right places and did all the follow ups and all that, which I've just never done it right before. I suck at that stuff. So
I mean,
yeah,
if you don't have the channels, you don't, that's the whole thing. It's like getting people poo poo going on labels and everything, but like they have connections,
well,
that
also
they've been
Tone
building
is
for years.
it's a small like community type label, and it's like it's not that type of. You're not signing with the devil with those guys. You're like
Exactly.
signing with a community, and friends of ours are on it. Great Gracie Curran, who I saw her name
Oh,
on that.
nice. Oh,
She's
hey,
in there.
Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie's on that label. Aaron
Nice.
Harp, like
Oh,
it's a
nice.
great blues label, and it's
Yeah.
like it's a small label, and it's very personable. So it's not like signing some deal where they're gonna hold you and hold
You
you
owe
captive.
79 cents or 98 cents to the dollar.
I
How'd
owe
that
them
sound?
$13 million. No. Yeah, so it's really nice. I'm grateful that they, you know, Richard Rosenblatt got in touch with me. We've known each other from the scene for a while, and we chatted like a year or two ago about possibly doing something. And when I knew I was putting this out, I called him. I was like, "What do you think? I'm putting an acoustic blues album out. This would probably be a good one for it." And he was like, "Sure." Anyway, blah blah blah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it. Do you want
it's
to play
fun.
something?
Sure.
Yay.
Yay!
Live
I'll
from
play something
Everett,
from.
Mass. Live from quarantine in Spokane, Washington. I'm stuck in my bedroom, you
Coming at
guys.
you live.
I did a bad thing.
What'd you do?
I got on a plane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I got
you?
on a
So
plane. I didn't tell anyone. I got on a plane. I came to Boston. I
did you
stayed
hazmat
downtown.
your face?
I hazmated everything. You're hazmated all the time anywhere you go anyways. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't die from the C word, I won't say the word, but you'll die from the fucking toxins in the air that they like spray. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, from
Yeah.
the Purell.
Yeah. I mean, you get on the
Droplets.
airplane, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got
Now,
like
was there
triple
any?
filter
Was everybody
situation.
cool? Was there anybody that you were like that fucking? I won't put his
Everybody
mask
was
all the way
cool.
on."
Nope.
That's
Everybody
awesome.
was super cool.
That's good.
I mean, I was probably the one that was like sneaking my nostril eyes out.
You snuck a nostril out?
I snuck some nostril eyes out. It's like, I'm going to die. Literally going to die behind this mask. I was on a plane for 8 hours yesterday. A plane slid on the runway in Boston
Oh wow.
yesterday. Yeah,
Wow.
during the storm. So,
So do you think like after this, like it'll be like, oh my God, she's showing nose. Like it'll be sexy.
I don't know. It's
Like
I
when
think the
back in the
whole
day when
world
be
is
like, she's
different,
showing her
right?
ankle.
her ankle. Oh my
Did
God.
you see her
nose is.
nostril?
Hey, my nose is going to finally
She's
be
got a hot
in.
nostril.
Look at
Your
that.
nose is
Look
already
at
in.
that
Your nose is
aquiline
awesome.
beak. It's so hot.
I love
I got a
your
lot of nose. I got a lot of nose. It's
You got a
good.
great
Yeah.
nose.
I'm coming around, man. When this is all over, I'm just gonna thank you. Let's hear a song.
All right. All right.
Or
I'll
two,
I'll
or
do one
three.
from the album since we're talking about it.
Yay.
All right. This is an old blues tune that I recorded on the album. It's by I learned it by Big Bill Brunzi's version, but it's like Tampa Red, Bill Brunzi. Tons of people have covered it over the years.
Oh, and my
I love you. Did I go mute or something? Oh no, okay.
my fault. I
Oh,
hit
you
the wrong.
muted.
I hit the
That's all
wrong
right.
mute button.
That's all right. I love you, baby. I ain't gonna lie. Without you, I can't be satisfied. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. So run here, baby, put your little hand in mine, 'cause I got something to tell you. I know that will change your mind. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. I love you, baby. You know it's true. I never mistreat you. Not for nothing in this world like you. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. So now you know, when things go wrong, well, it hurts me too.
Goosebumps. If anyone wants to contribute, I'm going to put up my Venmo, and then Danielle and I will split the proceeds and buy crack or coffee or something like that. Yeah. You know. So what's changed for you over the last 9 months?
I go to bed at like 10 o'clock and I wake up at like 7. It's disgusting. Right? It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's, is that because of,
I think it's because there's no reason to be up late anymore. Like,
that's true. That's true.
It was part of the lifestyle before you'd be out playing or whatever. So there's like no reason to. I mean, honestly, like I feel like I'm more balanced because I'm actually getting some daylight. It's definitely. I also haven't drank in like almost 2 years, so that helps.
Oops.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So that's like when I stopped drinking, I started waking up earlier anyway. Mm-hmm. And then like between that and then like, lights out kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
7, 8 o'clock at night. It's like, all right, it's time to wind down. Is it too early for me to get in bed now?
There was a couple nights like a few weeks ago where it was like 5 and I was like, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah. I used to be like, is it early enough? I used to be like, is it late enough for me to have a beer? And now I'm like,
right.
Is it late enough for me to go to bed?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positives. Ridiculous. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I like to try to focus on some of the positives of what's happened over the last 9 months. Because if you don't, you'll just lose your mind,
Yeah. Well, I think like stopping and like not even having the choice, but to sort of like take a moment and be home is not a bad thing. It sucks that
Absolutely.
it's for this reason, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But you have an album coming out too,
Yeah.
right? In
January for
January?
January 22nd. I mean, it's
That's
pretty much
awesome.
out, like
Well,
minus
you've
like
been putting singles out at
four
a
or five
time, right?
songs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's
So
so you're putting that on a label too, right?
it's on Will's label on Wheel Kick.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm like flexing
So
with my pants. Sorry. I forget I'm like on camera.
we're
I'm like,
live.
so what's that? Just like fidgeting. All right. So I can't sit still. I'm the worst. I'm sorry. Anyway, so is this a new label that Will started recently, or
No,
has
he
he
said
had it
Will.
for a
He's
while?
had it for a while. I think he said
Yeah.
Wheel Kick. I can never say it right.
Yeah.
I think it was, it was his way of putting out music, and then he just started adding friends to the
That's so
label.
cool. I
But it's
love
been
Will.
so
He's
nice
awesome.
because I don't have to do any of the I'm like, can
Yeah.
you contact Orchard or it's
Yeah. All
like,
the stuff that we suck at.
oh yeah. I mean, it's like I can
Yeah.
do it, but like it,
Yeah.
you know, takes a
And
lot of
Samantha
time.
Farrell is putting stuff out with them too, right? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Sam and Dave Brophy's putting some stuff out. Who produced
Nice.
the album?
And
And
he produced your album, right?
yep,
It
yep.
sounds it sounds so good.
Thank you,
Everything
thank
sounds so
you,
amazing on that
thank
album.
you, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm really stoked with the Uh, I like what this is. It's good for me. I like it.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
good
good. It's
to
like
have
you
started
said.
something before all this, right? Like I think that's like a little bit of
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess like it's also a time when you could be like spending some time recording or, I think everybody's in a different mindset. Some people, and I'm kind of on the fence of both. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this isn't time to be productive. And then other times I'm like, I can't be creative right now.
I have no creativity in me at all. Like, I mean, maybe that's the wrong thing to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not accurate, but like, I don't I don't have a song in me. I don't have,
I wrote like
it's
one at the
weird.
beginning of it, and then but I haven't written any. I've been like working on some stuff recently, but everything I'm like, you know how you write a song in the morning and you're like, oh, I wrote a whole song, and then later you're like, that song blows.
I was never
That happens all the
I
time.
was never that productive like you. I was never what's the word? I'd be
Prolific?
like, "Oh, yeah,
I'm not
prolific." I'd be like,
prolific. I'm
"I'm
not
going to make
though.
an album." And then I got to write some songs. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm not. But you do it in chunks. You do it in projects. You're like, you've always
Yeah.
been like, all right, I'm making an album right now. You're not like, oh,
Yep.
I wrote this random song. I wrote this other random song. Oh, after 2 years, maybe I'll put an album together with those songs. You're like, I'm
Yeah,
making
yeah,
an
yeah.
album, and then you start writing for that
Yeah.
album. Like that's a
Yeah.
really cool way to do it. I've
Yeah,
never
I
done
mean, I
it that way.
guess, yeah, I guess like I do really well with deadlines. Like
Yeah.
otherwise I would just like literally like my whole life has been like I'm like, "Oh, I'm 45." Like what oh, I like missed the yeah. I was just floating around. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened, but I'm paying a little more
Here we
attention
go.
now. Who's that? Is that
That's
Tom?
like the thing floating away.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, just like yeah. I mean, I don't know. I
But
seem to
I
have
think
missed
like
the boat on
honestly,
like
but who cares, right? Like
yeah.
that's sort of it's also what this whole thing also makes you kind of go, well, who gives a shit? Like we're all kind of once you all are sort of in the same boat and you're all kind of having the same struggle, you no longer think like, oh, I gotta hustle
I got
or
to be
whatever.
productive.
Yeah, like it should just happen naturally when it feels right. I mean, not to say that you can't. I mean, you do sometimes have to like you have to do something to inspire yourself sometimes, But like even sometimes I'm just like, oh, I have to be reminded to listen to music.
I mean, that's probably been like one of the
Like, oh
greatest
yeah.
gifts of this whole thing is like I it has just puts everything into perspective, and it's like I'm listening to music like for the first time, and like
Hmm.
I don't listen to music anymore. I don't know if that happened with you when you started recording and playing, but
Oh
like
yeah. It got
I mean,
yeah.
music saved my life. It saved my
Yeah.
life growing up. It saved my life in college. Like I'd probably be dead if it wasn't for Patty Griffin. And it's like for the first time this year, I was listening. I made a hip hop
Yeah.
R&B playlist. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like,
I love doing
oh,
that. I'll make playlists of like my favorite, like
so
songs from my childhood or like just like things like that. But I'll forget sometimes to listen, and then sometimes I'll listen to something, and I'll just like get so emotional that I'm like you're feeling it too much, and
I know.
because sometimes you go numb to it, or you
Yeah,
forget that you
yeah,
like
yeah.
music, and then you
Yeah.
listen and you go like I'll do that a lot, where I'll be like, I can't,
I had a moment like
feeling things.
I know. I had a moment on the back porch this summer. It was like at my parents' house, and I was showing my mom this Kate Bush song, and I was like, ah! I was like literally like having this like complete internal like waterfall situation. And my mom was kind of like, I was just, it was so many feelings. You know, I
Yeah.
couldn't even handle it.
It's hard to like. I can't deal with it sometimes, so I'm like, nah. I'm just gonna listen to a dumb podcast of people
Like ours.
talking shit. Yeah, but I also forget how joyful it can be too. Like I'll put on, I try not to overdo Prince or overdo anything that I've loved my whole life, just because I don't want to like
can't.
overdo it and ruin it. But
can't.
but like I'll do that with with the new Prince stuff, the new old stuff that's come out, like some of the Vault stuff, like I'll go and listen to that, or like Janelle Monáe has some of that spirit that like I love listening to Janelle Monáe, because it gives me that joyful feeling that Prince always did, and like I'll put that on and I'll just be like, it's so cathartic, and then I'll just like dance like an idiot in my living room.
Yeah.
If
You
everybody's
can't
asleep.
overdo it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think you can
Yeah.
overdo it now. I kind of like, that's what I've been like listening to, literally like the same, like maybe 10 sons.
Yeah.
over the,
Well,
you know,
when
and I'm
it
like,
gives you that joy, you're like, I'm just gonna listen to that one again. Why do I need a different song?
I know. Just gonna, that one really,
I'm gonna
hits
listen
the
to
nerve.
Make You Feel by Janelle Monáe over and
Yeah.
over again, because
Yeah.
it's just like pressing that joy button over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, will you play a song?
Yeah. What shall I play? Any requests?
I'll
See if we
play
get any
something from the
requests
new
from
one.
Okay.
Oh, I know you weren't talking to me. You were talking to the people
No,
out there.
I was talking to
I'm just
anyone.
like, I got a request.
So I'm doing a condenser mic, so I don't know if it's going to come across, but I haven't changed my strings in like, I don't even know how long. A year.
Mine are due.
I'm bad. D Mags, broadcasting live from the Prince Liberace bedroom lounge.
It totally is. You're only seeing like a quarter of it too.
It's
very-
hot. It's so like, I wish we could post pictures. This song is coming out on the album, and it's called Mother. I wrote it with Susan Catania.
Is it gonna make me cry?
No, it might.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it will. Mother's coming up from under the earth. There's no use running. Holding on only gets you hurt. All is quiet and still, static and shrill as the world starts to tilt. Mother's calling, crying. Mother's crying. Your home has been swept away. Her hands are burning, baptizing the land in gray. All is quiet and still, static and shrill as you gather your will. And everything you thought you knew has changed. Look around, your world has rearranged. You're in the eye of the hurricane. Mother's calling, begging, pleading to get to you, but you're not listening. Your future has fallen through. You're quiet and still, static and shrill, watching the water rising until everything you thought you knew has changed. Look outside, the world has rearranged. You thought you had time, you thought you had time. There's no more time, no more time, no more time. And everything you thought you knew has changed. Look inside, your world is rearranged. And everything you thought you knew has changed. Look inside, your world is rearranged. You're in the eye of the hurricane.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Thanks. Ah,
So who is the you in that song?
all of us. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of, it's a weird thing, you know, because I think a lot of times we're watching this stuff happen on the news. You know, I don't know anyone who's been like, I do know people that have been in like the fires or whatever, but not like anyone who's been in the middle of it or,
Yeah.
you know, and it's this weird thing also where it feels like, I don't know, we're kind of like, it's happening and things are changing and we're watching it and it's just, I don't know, it's interesting, you know,
Yeah.
and we're a part of it. And it also in some ways that I feels like there's this still point and center to it, you know, it's like this is the opportunity to level up, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it was a like climate change song. I was like, I want to write a climate change song, you know?
Yeah.
And
Well, you managed to
brought
write a
it to
climate
Susan.
change song without being like, and we're destroying our land. You know what I mean?
I was like, I want to write I don't want to write like a total like, yeah. So
It's like, yeah, no, it's beautiful.
thank
It's hard
you.
to write a song like that. It's really like it's a heavy subject to grab, and it is hard to write one without it sounding like overly,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, preachy or something.
Yeah,
or,
totally. I
you know.
mean, and Susan and I were like, I mean, it was like every single word, you know, it was like, and we'd go
Susan's
back
so
and back
good.
because she's so good. And we just
I just
wanted,
used one of her articles for one of my students who's he's like he's just an amazing student. Like I've had him since he was 8, and he's super talented, amazing
the
guitarist,
super talented.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and just recently he started writing his own songs. So he's like, so I actually brought
That's so
I sent him
cute.
Susan's article called it's called "Let's Gain Weight," and it's about she just breaks it down like the concept of gaining weight with each verse, you know,
Love
so you
it.
give more and more weight to your chorus with each verse.
Yep. Yep.
And she just words it so beautifully. I think we're gonna get a
Uh-oh. Are we
cameo.
getting a nostril eye? Nostril eye, nostril
We're getting a
eye.
Bianchi cameo.
I can see. I see. I
He
see
can't
her.
hear. He can't hear anything, but you can hear him.
Everybody, that's Tom's nostril.
Yeah,
Give
that
it
was
up for
nostril.
Tom's nostril, everybody. Round of applause, please.
But yeah, so I used that article to kind of I sent that to him to give him the idea for just to break down that whole concept. You know.
I love the after we should do you still have that sheet that's like when we did the podcast with her that she talks about kind of taking inventory of your life.
Oh yeah.
You should give him that too, because that's a good. I don't know if you
idea. I
still
forgot
have
about
that,
that. I
but
hope I still
yeah,
have that. I think
I
I
can
do
send it to
somewhere.
you if you do. But
Yeah, if you
that
do,
that can
I would love that.
churn out. You know,
Susan is just so good at talking about songwriting.
yeah,
She talks about songwriting in a way that makes me want to write songs. And that's
totally.
like one of the things, that talking about, there's like the sort of just waiting around for the inspiration to come. And, when you first start doing it, that's just what happens. You're like, you're super
Yeah,
inspired and hungry for the muse or whatever. And, but at some point you just have to like kind of seek it out. And it doesn't mean being like, I must sit down and write, but it can be just like seeking out some words of wisdom from someone like Susan, or just feeding yourself with inspiration,
yeah. I mean, it's interesting because I lived with Susan and Dino for a long time, and I
Yeah.
got to witness her. Like, she is prolific.
Yeah.
But she's just one of those people. Like, for her, she just sits down. Like, it's almost every day. I
It's
mean,
like
I'm sure it's
a daily
not.
workout, the
It's
way
just a
that
muscle
somebody
for
who's
her.
buff has
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's like I get up
But
and run every day. She's like, I
yeah,
get up and write every day.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
not afraid of it, and it's probably not every day, but she can churn out like, I know from her album that she put out a couple years ago, that she like some of those songs she wrote in one sitting. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
and they're like really
Yo.
good, and it's
Yeah.
like, dang. And I've also learned like what, because I'm more of like a stream of conscious writer, and
Yeah.
I do think there's something to that, but I also think it's like, you know,
But that stream of conscious writing comes out in such like your as a result, your songs just have this beautiful flow to them, and they just have this beauty about them that you can hear it in your songwriting, that it's stream of consciousness a lot of the time, but not in like a oh, she's just saying shit kind of way.
yeah.
But
I
in
mean,
like
so,
like it
yeah,
actually, it's like
yeah.
it makes it's like very poetic and flows, and even like the melodies, you can hear it's like just pouring from you. It's not like I'm thinking maybe I should sing this melody. Like it's
Yeah.
it just pours out of you, which
I
is
do.
awesome.
Thank you. I do definitely see though the benefit of like, there's definitely there's a fine line of like
Yeah.
you really do need to work your craft, and
Yeah. Absolutely.
like, and
You
you
have to
do
work
that,
out.
Yeah.
I don't
You
as much
can't,
as I should. you know,
but I feel like all your songs are very well crafted.
but it takes me so long to get like a few out. Like it's so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I should be more disciplined about it, but it's like I have to really like an idea to go with it.
Absolutely.
Which is not, you should go with your crappy ideas too, because they might turn into good ideas.
Totally.
you know.
Totally.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm a combination of my pits are sweating, but my
Hot,
arms are cold.
hot, cold. I need tea. I need coffee. I need to.
I mean, how much more comfortable can you get? You're in your own damn house.
I
I'm like,
know. Well, you're on the World Wide
lights.
Web. That's a whole. That's just a level
the
of
hot-
comfort that I'll never.
the hot
know.
light of the screen. The taste of the hot lights of the laptop screen. You just don't understand what I've been through. That's
Yeah.
it's going to be like that in the future. Just talking about these web shows that we're all doing. In the
Yeah.
future, they might be like, "What the hell? What are you talking about?"
Now, what do you think it'll be? It'll just be like someone will just show up in like your room.
Yeah.
They'll just teleport.
Well, it'll be like those Obi-Wan Kenobi like holograms. It'll be like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
know.
It'll totally be. Well, I mean, they already have that. They
They already
for,
have them,
like,
but
Michael
not like for
Jackson
personal
and-
use, not for like your home.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, that's
in the
coming
future,
to you.
you'll be able to have, you'll have
Yeah.
like that, like you'll be able to have your own, like Michael Jackson or,
for sure.
or Tupac will come to your living room as
I
a
would
hologram.
like that.
Yeah.
I would like that. Yeah. You want to play
It
another
doesn't even
song?
have to be just dead people either. It could be
No, it could be,
live
you know.
people. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. I'll play the one song that I wrote since quarantine.
All right.
Where's my? This one.
I'm saying hi to everyone out there.
Oh yeah, can
This
we?
is fun.
Let's see.
This is
Who's
fun.
saying things?
Okay. Who's saying things? Jack, Klaus, Ed. Jack just got home from a long day at work. Perfect way to enjoy the evening. Great to see you, ladies. Beautiful song, Nay. Hey, Teresa. Wish I could hear. Wish I could hear you. Loved you. Let's see. Kelly Riley, you guys are adorable. Thanks.
You're adorable. No, you are.
No, you are.
You are. Is that guitar coming through? Can you hear that?
Could come a little more. You could do a little more. That sounds good. Oof. Nice. This is the Star Wars and Katak hologram. Exactly.
Star
Jen.
Wars.
Star Wars.
The change of
I just
oil.
muted you again. Fuck. Sorry. I keep going to mute myself.
You have too much power.
I'm totally like Moth Gideon right
You're
now.
abusing your power.
I know, totally.
Last couple years smashed down some of our lights and left jagged edges. Some old fears proving true in some plights. Ain't worth the wear on the ledges. When the world reassembles, some parts will be in junk drawers. Our lines will be deeper, and I'll still be yours. I'll still be yours. A simple shared meal is worth its weight in love. These walls, although tight, are a gift. We stare at the water, anticipating bubbles, awaiting the earth to shift. When the world reassembles, some parts will be in junk drawers. Our lines will be deeper, and I'll still be yours. I'll still be yours. I'll still be yours. The day's dark and heavy, we were mourning the light. I snapped at you, you snapped at me. Like dogs who've been beaten, we bite. Human touch is a luxury. Some have not. Some roam the hallways for air. My presumed grief could crush me, 'cause I know what I've got. I count blessings like crosses to bear. When the world reassembles, some parts will be in junk drawers. Our lines will be deeper, and I'll still be yours. I'll still be yours. I'll still be yours. I'll still be yours.
was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
And then I just trashed my room afterwards. Smash the guitar.
Oh. You guys have been having fun though. You've been riding horses and riding motorcycles and
Yeah, the summer wasn't bad because of the motorcycle. That helps big time. Having that, being able to gave us a thing we could do, an event in our day that didn't require being inside anywhere. Like,
Right.
it was totally a safe way to get outside. I miss that big time.
absolutely.
And Tom is really good at like finding. He'll just like find these beautiful places in the state. You know, he'll just like find. He's got this this app that shows you like different cool, trails you can take with the
Rides
bike and
yeah.
and he'll just take me to a place and be like, oh, look at this view or whatever. Like there's just, and the fall was really beautiful. We had a really nice fall,
Yeah.
so.
And the
Yeah.
horseback riding is
And the
like-
horseback riding, yeah,
Yeah.
our friends, Tracy
you
and
grow up
Jody and
riding?
Matt. No, not at all. But I love it.
Oh, Tracy and Matt have
Yeah, they live. They're
Oh.
with her sister Jody has a like a 48-acre farm, and they have
Wow.
horses, and it's
Wow.
beautiful. Yeah, so we went there a couple of times this summer, and got to ride, and it was awesome. That's like, oh, it's so cool. I wish, I just we can't have a pet horse in our
yeah.
in our third floor condo.
In Everett,
Yeah, and
in some undisclosed location.
yeah. Can we have a horse? Can we get a horse?
So the line, I love the line of what is it when all this is over? Some parts
When the world reassembles.
world reassembles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say that whole line? That's great.
When the world reassembles, some parts will be in junk drawers.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like some of the pieces are gonna be like
Dude.
missing and shit.
Junk drawer. I mean, just junk drawer. I love me a junk drawer.
We should start a band called Junk Drawer. That's a
Yeah,
good name for a
let's do
band.
Fuck. She says that's good. Yes, that'll be our rock
Jess,
band.
Jess, we have to start a band.
Yeah. Jess, you got to be in
this
our band with
the
us.
three of us, called Junk Drawer.
Junk drawer.
Junk Drawer. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I'm in.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also been like, I'm like fucking Martha Stewart over here. I've been.
Yeah. Are you wicked
I made
good
banana
and-
bread today.
Holy.
Yeah. I made banana bread. I made chocolate chip cookies for the first time, and they came out really good the first time I made them.
What's your secret weapon? Yes,
I had no
T, you
secret.
can be
I
in
just
junk
found
drawer
a
too.
good.
Yes.
You just follow of course you can, Storch. I just follow a recipe. It's not that hard.
Is it like the Toll House? Like
No, this is like the real deal. Like from scratch.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I mean, are you like following the Toll House record?
No, it's like it was like
Recipe, I don't
some
even know
random
what
one
it's
I found
called.
online. They're like
Yeah.
it's shortbread chocolate chip cookies. Really good. Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
I wish I like had something domestic that I can say it came out of this, and like maybe I'll start now. I don't know.
Well, there is people are definitely baking bread and doing things like that, becoming pioneers, pioneer people.
Addison's.
Yeah, Addisons. A lot of Addisons are coming out of
Addisons.
this. It's kind of giving you a chance to like learn how to do this stuff. But I also don't think I think it's fine if you don't. Just
Yeah.
like do what moves you. I don't think we should be forced to bake bread if we don't want to.
What have I done? I'm trying to figure out what I've done. I've done a lot
What
of
have you
stuff.
done?
What have I done? I know that's that like that American like, what have you done? You know?
I mean, you're
That
putting out an
accompli-
amazing record. You're in that process. You're getting that done. You know,
Kind of.
you
yeah.
went on a road trip. You did a
I
road trip
did. That was
earlier.
epic. I did. Yeah.
You're doing
that
things.
was-
You're doing a web show. You started
Yeah.
a web show.
Yeah.
How many of these
Every
have you
day.
done?
This is the third.
This
So,
Janae went
yeah.
solo. She went solo on me. She started
I was
her own
like,
web show.
fine, if she doesn't want me. I don't know. I was
I want
just
you
jealous
back.
of
I
everyone.
want you
Yeah.
back.
Does Lady Yeast count as a band name?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
it's
That is
definitely harder
definitely
to do this on screen, don't you
it's harder
think?
than
Like,
just well only
well,
all right, here's the problem with these kinds of webcasts is that
yeah,
and I'm finding this every time I do them. Well, first of all, I hate doing them solo. I freaking hate
yeah,
doing
yeah,
solo
yeah,
ones because like I need interaction. It doesn't have to be like a giant audience that's clapping necessarily. It just has to be
yeah,
like somebody to like bounce
yeah.
off my
To play
stupid
for, yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
off of. Yeah. Yeah. But like I don't mind them as much if it's like this and we're having a conversation and we're like or like I've done some in the rounds. I did one with Tom and I did a live stream from home the other night that was like one of his 24-hour concerts except that we're in the room together on separate screens. And it was fun. We did like we kind of produced it in a fun way and so that was cool. But the problem with this is that we're seeing ourselves. It's like if you were doing a gig
Right,
and you're
right,
looking
right,
at yourself in a
right,
mirror.
right. Exactly.
So like it's very easy to get distracted by
Yeah.
like, oh, what is ew, I hate my ew, I don't like how my chin looks right now. Like or whatever. Like you're like, oh wait, what were you saying about, whatever, like it's just
And you're like busy watching yourself.
yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, you look like a
Yeah.
supermodel, so why would you be like,
Oh
I
God.
don't get it.
It's
Look,
it's
look at
just
those
the way
cheekbones.
it's natural to
Yeah.
isn't it natural to hate ourselves?
That is the one thing that I'm working on in this freaking this 8 months is like if I don't like come out of this like with a better self,
Yeah.
self-love situation cuz it's just like me and me up here all the time. So,
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't have like it's
nostrils.
I don't have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care enough to have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm
Right.
kind of like, I don't know. It's just like, especially like that's the other like silver lining to what's happening right now is it's like, I don't know. I love that. Like, I love that I don't want to buy clothes or do anything that's
Totally.
like that I've been wearing the same like comfy pants, the same
Totally.
I've been rotating the same two stripy comfy pants that are pilled up and it doesn't matter
Yep.
for 9 months now. And it's like, who
Totally.
cares, And you can kind of like do a little bit of fashion stuff with, you could be like,
Yeah.
you could do frumpy fashion, frump forward fashion,
Hey, that's a line.
frump
We
forward.
should-
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
we should
my
start
outfit
that.
is very frump forward. Um, and that's kind of cool to just be like, to be able to be like, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
don't
So
know.
I pulled this out like
I know. It looks so cute on you. I love that. I love
so
those
much.
shirts. They're great
Yeah,
shirts.
they're so
Nicole
good.
Anguish is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
The artist
but
who designed those.
I love it.
Yeah.
But I had like been rotating the same 4 t-shirts for the
Yeah.
last 8 months. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I have this shirt,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I did like only one. I did like an Amazon buy earlier in the pandemic, and I was like, well, if I'm going to be sitting around the house a lot, I'm going to get ribbed tank tops. So I bought like
yeah.
I bought like a couple of packages of ribbed tank
Just
tops
terrible.
of the wife beater shirts. Yeah, I know that it's like on PC to say that,
Yeah.
but that's what they are. They're wife beater
Yeah.
shirts. Yeah. So I bought like, a couple of packages of those. I know this is very fascinating conversation. Hey, Tuna, we're going to talk about the undershirts we ordered on Amazon. But I'm like, this is like this is what I'm doing. Just doing tank tops.
Yeah.
And the layers will get more and more as it gets
Yeah.
colder. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll come on and off.
Yeah. Like 20
Yeah.
times within
Yep.
the podcast.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So anything else?
I don't know.
Do you have any
Anyone
new?
got-
Do you have like any new tunes that you're working on?
Nope. Like I said, I have like no inspiration.
But you also haven't even you haven't actually even put this album out completely yet.
Yeah,
so
haven't put this album out
It's okay
completely.
because it's not even time
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. So, but I'm actually really kind of interested in doing more like sound stuff, like I took an overtone class last week. This guy in Germany. That's been amazing. Like just like kind of traveling all over the world, watching movies with people in Sydney, like getting on Zoom and watching Harry Potter with my friend in Sydney, Australia.
Oh,
Like
that's cool.
how crazy, you know?
That's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I took an overtone class, overtone singing,
What's
and
overtone singing?
it's so weird. So the you know like the Tuvan monks that
Yeah, is it like when you split your vocal
like
cords, kind of like.
kind of, but yeah. So the class I took is called vowel overtones. So it's literally like you're shaping your mouth in a way that you're like you're projecting those overtones that we naturally make in the voice, but you're doing it intentionally. Oh my god, my computer's gonna die. Hang on.
Oh no,
Ah! So you're
it's all
doing
gonna
it.
shut down.
No. You're doing it intentionally, and yeah, and like it's just it's like mind blowing. It's literally like it is kind of mind blowing because after I was done with the class, I had to take a nap because it was like I was working those frequencies like in my brain pan.
That's crazy.
It
So
was
is it like your voice is
wild.
actually resonating through your whole
Yes,
head, kind
and
of?
like you can, yeah, and so you start. I wasn't getting it because, well, first of all, it was the guy was teaching in German, and they were working on German vowels that like we don't
Oh,
have, like
yeah.
that. I was just like,
Yeah.
er. So I was having a hard time, like really kind of keeping up because I was like, I
Yeah.
can't toggle between these two vowels that don't really exist in our language, you know. But he got us to do this gong technique, which is like you just basically take your lips and you're like ah. And it was so crazy. Like I
So was
felt,
this like a Zoom
yeah, it was a
lesson? Yeah.
Zoom class, and a friend gifted it to me, and I literally like felt the overtones
That's so
coming out
crazy.
of my face and my forehead. It was the why and like, and we're talking like the high overtones, like boom,
Yeah.
boom, you know, it's like way up there, 10, 13, whatever, you know,
Now,
you
can
think
you
about.
apply that to your singing? Like, is there
So
something you can use in that?
yeah, yeah. So what I want to do is like kind of do more like sound healing transmissions
Mm.
and kind of do like live, like just sound bath, kind of off the cuff sound stuff with my voice,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So
Doesn't the Suitcase Junket, doesn't he do like
he does,
that kind of
yeah,
singing, that throat
overtones. Yeah.
singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does the like, he kind of discovered it. Like he never really, he was whistling. He
He
said he was
discovered that
like
he could
driving.
do it.
Yeah. He was like
Yeah.
driving
He didn't
from one.
discover the actual
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
He was
yeah,
just
so
like
that's
whistling and just like was driving to a gig and was bored and he was whistling and then all of a sudden he like split the sound,
yeah.
you know?
That's you discover things you can do while you're driving by yourself.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yes.
figured out that I could do a
We
David Bowie impression.
wait, what?
No, no, I
I don't
can't.
know about
I'm just
this.
kidding. Would it?
Netflix order. Are we really that interesting? I feel like
Really?
we're not that interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's. I mean, I don't know. Might as well try. We'll see what Netflix.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never
Then they
know.
can like cancel us after it. Once we'll have a cliffhanger, and then they'll cancel us, just like they do with all our favorite shows on Netflix. That's like their thing. They just drag you along, and then disappoint you by canceling the show.
Did you watch the Queen's Gambit?
You know, I didn't. I don't know. I put it on for like 30 seconds. And I was like, not right now. Not yet.
Oh, it's
And
good.
my friend Katie Barbado was like, she was like, it's really good. It's kind of like, she's like, I don't know, you might just like Cobra Kai better. And I'm like, I do like Cobra Kai actually. But
Wait, isn't that a Star Wars character?
no, Cobra Kai
Cobra-
is it's the Karate Kid.
Oh.
It's Tom and I, it's like one of the few, it's like that's the other, like in quarantine, we're finally starting to watch some shows together because a lot of times
Yeah.
we just, because he likes a lot of sci-fi and I like murder shows and stuff and he doesn't like that. So like we kind of, like we have different tastes for the most part, but I was like, let's watch Cobra Kai together. Everybody's talking about that. So we were watching that. It's the dumbest. It's super dumb.
Really?
It's like a Karate Kid sequel, but it's a TV show, and it's the whole, like, you know exactly what the marketing people were thinking. They were like, well, this will appeal to middle-aged
all the
adults
Gen X.
and their kids, because it's like
Yeah.
about kids.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, but it's dumb, mindless entertainment. It's you know,
Are
the
any
bad
of the
guy.
original characters in it?
Yeah, it's the guy who was
wow.
like the bad guy from the original Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I mean, from the original Karate Kid. It's like they make you sympathize with him, kind of. Like he's still kind
No.
of like
A punk?
he's still kind of a punk, but like you kind of understand him a little more. And they actually make Daniel kind of like, he's like kind of, I don't know, he's kind of douchey. I don't know, not douchey like a bad guy douchey, just kind of.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, this fucking guy, like he just he's like annoying. They make him kind of an annoying character.
Cause his ego.
He's
is
kind of a
like-
tool. He's a little bit of a tool.
He was always like, you know. Well, no, he was like.
He's actually a car salesman in
humility.
this.
Oh no.
So no, nothing against car salesmen.
Nothing
If
if-
there's
yeah,
any car
yeah.
salesmen out there.
But he's a tool.
We don't want to
and-
offend the car salesman community right away.
We don't want to
in our
offend
first
anyone.
podcast
Don't
back.
offend
Yeah.
anyone. You're likely to offend everyone.
But no, he's I don't know. He's just got that kind of smart. He's a little smarmy.
He's smarmy.
That's the word. A little smarmy. Yeah.
He's won
like,
like
"Hey."
all the. He's a triple black belt. Where's Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi?
Oh, he's dead. He's gone.
it
I
was
mean,
just
Pat
gonna be,
Morita's
like-
actually
Yeah.
died too. So, but they talk about him a lot. You know, he's got a shrine to him. And
Mm-hmm.
anyway, this has been Cobra Kai minute with Cobra Kai corner. Now you have to watch it so we can do a Cobra Kai corner
Yeah, exactly.
on when we start this podcast back up.
Yeah. You should watch The Queen's Gambit though.
I know.
It's good.
I know. I will. The problem is, I started watching Dexter for the third time through for some reason.
Oh, I can
I know
never
why,
watch
because
that.
I don't know why. I just was like, well, they're going to be putting out a new series for it or whatever. So I was like, I'll start watching it again. And it's like, yeah, because I've seen it before, I can like kind of go to sleep to it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucked up. Like go to bed to dismembered bodies and stuff.
I
But
know. Yeah.
It's comforting. I don't know why.
Yeah. I was never able to watch that show.
Yeah.
Never.
It's a good show.
Never. Dexter?
Yeah.
Never.
But if you don't
couldn't
like
get
that
me
kind of
there.
stuff, then
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I'm not into the. Yeah.
Are you going to
I'm
play
not
us
in-
another song?
Yeah. I don't know what to
Do you have
play.
another one from another one from the new album?
Yeah, okay. Let's see here. I'll play. I haven't played Disposable Love since like. Remember that house concert we did at Gail's house? I think that was the last
Yeah.
time I played Disposable Love.
It was the
It was, like,
last time
2
you
years
played it?
ago. I
Really?
think so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I think I better.
I love
do
this
it.
song.
I better do it. Of course, I don't play it like it was recorded, but that's all right. Well,
That's all right.
you know.
This is
we'll forget
live.
that.
The live version.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. What key is it in? I don't think it's in that key. I'm gonna drop it. Everyone's a star in their own world. Look at me, why don't you look at me? Everyone's alone in the blue light. We're all just screaming for something. I'm a disposable love. I'm a disposable love. I'm disposable. Everyone is starved for perfection. Want me, need me, won't you consume me? Every soul uploaded for pleasure. I just want out of this nightmare. I'm a disposable love. I'm a disposable love. Ooh, I'm disposable. Ooh. There's no place left to go. That's not how it goes. There's no place left to go. No way to be bad. Together but all alone. No space to be had. Nope, that's not where it goes. In a world of ones and zeros, watching, everyone's watching. I'm just a photoshopped hero. I'm yours, but nobody's watching. I'm a disposable love. I'm a disposable love. Ooh, I'm a disposable love. I'm disposable. Ooh, I'm disposable. Ooh, I'm disposable.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like I need to learn that one.
Mark Whitman said he's singing along.
Nice. He was on the album. He sang
He's
all
so
that.
good.
He's so good. We
Such a
love you,
beautiful
Mark.
voice.
He sang the high parts
Yeah.
on the album.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how we doing?
Good.
Good.
I was just
Thank
looking at,
you.
just said, confess your shows.
Confess your what?
Your shows.
Wait, what is that?
Confess
oh.
what bad shows you're watching.
Oh, yeah. Confess.
Confess.
I'm not let's see. Anything like, well, Baby Yoda, that's like my,
Oh, yeah.
but, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
my
I've just been on the
religion.
Dexter kick lately, and then
Yeah.
I mean, I have other bad shows that I have watched in the past. Like, I don't think Dexter's a bad show. I think it's a good show for the record, but it got bad at the end, and I'm still watching
Yeah.
through the last season.
There's
But
some,
I went on a Gilmore Girls kick after.
Oh.
That's my most embarrassing show I
Yeah.
ever
Why?
binged for.
Everybody loves Gilmore Girls.
Well, I don't know. It's like I just. Not that anything should be a guilty pleasure or whatever, but it was that actually I started watching in 2016 because I was like, I just need something that looks pretty.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
just like smart kind of cheesy but smart dialogue.
Yeah.
There's just something about it that's very comforting. It's like this there's just this I don't know.
Did you have a lot
It's
of like
mindless.
students that watched Friends? Like I had a lot of like some of my teen
That watch
students that would like
Friends?
watch Friends. I was
Like
like,
the
"Oh my
reruns,
God."
obviously.
Yeah. I just
Um,
I never liked Friends.
Oh, I liked it in the day.
Mm.
I would definitely watched it in real time. And you watch it now, it's like it's kind of like it's definitely stupid, but so is every like sitcoms are supposed to be kind of stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's but some of it still holds up as funny in a dumb way,
I just thought it was so like, yeah, I don't know. But whatever.
Yeah.
I was
Well, they
like,
were,
this is so privileged.
Yeah, I mean that's
Even back in the day,
all
I was
that
like,
stuff
this is so
that's-
privileged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's all very yeah. I don't know. What else you got? What else? What else?
I
we
got
gotta talk
nothing,
about?
kid.
What do we got to catch
I
up
got
on?
nothing. I don't know. Do you want to play us another song? You want to take us out with a song?
Sure. Hey, this was awesome. This was fun.
This was awesome.
We should do another one.
Should we do it on or off camera? Do you think we'll be funny or off camera? Is that the whole
off
point?
camera. Well, I think like nowadays this is how everybody's taking things in, unless we just did the
Yeah.
podcast again the way we.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, people are doing podcasts. Um, a lot of people doing audio podcasts via Zoom, like they're getting
Yeah, yeah,
together
yeah.
like this
And
on
then
a
you
Zoom
split
thing.
the. Yeah, yeah. We could
Yeah,
do
and then
that.
recording it. Like you
Yeah.
could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's interesting because there was like when we were doing the podcast, sometimes we that's the all right. I know what was happening with the podcast.
We were
All
sitting in the
right.
same room.
Well, but also what would happen was we would towards the end when we stopped doing it for 4 years was that we would do one and then and then we would like so we would do the podcast and then we'd be like, I don't like what I said there.
That's
I don't know,
true.
maybe we should edit this. We started getting too editory.
Yep.
And so we started
Editory.
editing everything and it was like it was becoming a lot of work to edit and then it also was like I don't know, it just didn't have as much life because we were like we weren't liking the things we were talking about.
I
And I
think
really
that,
think
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, you did all the work. So wasn't that, I think you were doing like the heavy load. So
Well,
it
I was
wasn't as
editing it at that
fun,
point. When we first did it, Tom was producing it, and that was awesome because we
Yep.
we had a producer. Tom would produce it. He even did like a little announcement thing at the end of the show. He like would put a song in the middle, and it was like it was
Yeah.
produced.
We had a format. We had a
Yeah.
format. We had a
And when we
format.
started it back up, like he was super busy, and I was like,
Yep.
I don't want to. I think he had started the Burn series, so
Burn,
he didn't
yep.
have time for that.
Yep.
So it was like I just was like, let's do it in a way that like we can edit it ourselves and just make it as easy to do as possible, or else we just won't do it. And then like, yeah, I don't know. I think we just got too self conscious about what we were talking about, and it got a little bit to be a bummer because we were just like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
know for me, I was bitching about Trump all the time.
Yep.
Ugh.
Oh,
I shouldn't even said his name on here.
Yeah.
Let's bleep it out.
it came
But-
on. Let's edit that.
Let's edit that out. See, so that's what I was gonna say. When we do it like this,
Yeah.
we can't edit.
Yeah.
We can delete it like afterwards if we
Yeah.
want. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like living online. But
Yeah.
we can't edit. So that's kind of a good thing. That makes
Yeah.
for a little more excitement, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Totally. Yeah, it's a lot,
And this is really like how people are doing this. So maybe
Now?
we should do it. Yeah, like a lot of people are doing it this way, you know. So
Chuck's on
I don't
here.
know. We could have
Congra-
guests.
Yeah, we can have guests.
Oh,
Congratulations, Chuck.
Congrats.
They just
You
got- they got
podcast of the year
podcast of the
this
year.
year. Yeah.
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 Congratulations. They have
Yeah.
fancy equipment over there.
Yeah.
You've been on the podcast.
No, I've
They
not
got
been there.
something.
I've done their I did their live
Oh.
stream performance live stream, but I have not. Chuck, I want to be on your podcast.
Yeah.
I like
Are you
your
guys
podcast.
still doing it? Are you I'm sure they're
I
not doing it in person, but
Well, no, probably not in person. Probably Zoom.
yeah.
Maybe by Zoom.
They got some
you guys doing it
fancy
Zoom?
equipment. I like their
Yeah,
equipment.
they have fancy
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
a whole,
yeah.
A whole like
They're
studio.
fun. I like
They are
and-
fun.
Yeah. I like Ron's like the funny you are formally invited.
Formally invited. I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm in.
I like Ron's like the me character and Chuck's kind of like the you character. I don't know. Like Ron's
Yeah.
like a little more like kind of in the background and I don't know.
Yeah.
Not background, but it's like the kind of like you got to have your yin and yang.
Your yin and yang.
Like
yeah.
Chuck's a little more like he's up in it.
Yeah.
And then Ron just kind of chimes in with like silly comments now and again.
Are you saying that I just say silly shit?
No, I say silly shit.
Oh, wait, you're the
like,
silly-
I'm
wait.
the Ron. I'm the Ron, and you're the Chuck. If no one's been on their show, then
I would say
you know.
I don't know. Anyway, it's all good. All of
Anyways.
it.
Yeah,
We're all up in it. We're
Yeah.
up in it.
yeah.
All right. I love you.
I love you. Do you want to take us out with a?
With a song.
Yeah.
All right. I don't like songs. No. I'm just kidding.
But we like your songs.
I don't like music. No, I love music. We just had that whole conversation about how we love music.
I know.
All right. What should I play? Oh, all right. Let's talk for a couple more seconds because I want to.
Okay.
Although maybe I shouldn't play this one because it's loud and Tom is doing a show in the other room. We have two shows going on at once here. I'll just do something that I don't have to. Here, I'll
Okay.
do this one. This is a Bob Dylan song.
Oh yes, I'm so glad you're doing this. Love this. This is on the new album.
This is on the new album. There's two
Yep.
Bob Dylan songs in the new album. I didn't know. I thought that money was going to Bob Dylan, who is very much in need of
going to
that
Warner
money. but
Brothers.
Now it's going to Universal.
Universal. Hey, there's people, there's hit songwriters that are driving Lyft right now. So
Yeah.
whatever makes you,
True.
you know, whatever floats
Probably
your damn
Bob
boat.
Dylan probably isn't, but
No, he cashed out.
I don't blame him. People are like, he sold out, man. It's like he was in a friggin' Victoria's Secrets commercial like 10 years ago. I don't think. Like,
Yeah.
you think, and he has like a line. He has like a whiskey line, like a Bob Dylan. Like, I mean, there's no such thing as sell. I was like, it's calling people sellouts is so 90s.
So 90s. So we're
We should all be so lucky as to be able to
Right.
sell out.
Right. $300 million for your catalog.
Yeah. I've seen love go by my door. Never been this close before. Never been so easy or so slow. I've been shooting in the dark too long. When something's not right, it's wrong. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Dragging clouds so high above, I've only known careless love. It always hit me from below. But this time round it's more correct. Right on target, so direct. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Flowers on the hillside blooming crazy. Crickets talking back and forth in rhyme. Blue River running slow and lazy. I could stay with you forever. Never realized the time. Well, situations, and it's sad. Relationships have all been bad. Might have been like Verlin and Rimbaud. But there's no way I could compare all those scenes to this affair. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. You're gonna make me wonder what I'm doing. Staying far behind without you. You're gonna make me wonder what I'm saying. You're gonna make me give myself a good talking to. Well, I look for you in Honolulu, San Francisco, Ashtabula. You're gonna have to leave me now, I know. But I'll see you in the sky above, the tall grass and the ones I love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
Love it. Love it. Not very many people can cover Dylan. So
Everybody
good.
covers Dylan.
Not well, though.
Everybody does it.
I love it. So good.
Well, thank you for having me on the show. That was fun.
Yay!
What did Greg say? Dylan made his inheritance so much easy. Oh yeah, easier to inherit. They'll never have to fight over which one of his songs winds up in a Nike commercial. That's true. That's a good.
You know, Jacob
That's a
Dylan
good
is
point.
50.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
that's wild. That's crazy.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just been
Oh my
floating
God.
around. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened with the time.
Yeah. It goes by.
It does.
I think that's how we should end it. Just fizzle out.
Yeah.
Just a long sigh at the end. Oh yeah, time goes
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
Ugh. Just
I guess we're gonna cream. We gotta do some more creaming up. I guess Jen.
Well, that's the thing.
Kearney
We can
is
have guests if we
yeah,
we could do
Jen.
we could do
Jen
like
can come on.
we could do it
Everybody
once
can,
or twice a month, like not too much
yeah,
pressure, right? And have
yeah,
a guest each. We
yeah.
could do guests because
Because God
you could
knows
do
we've
with
got
another
nothing to say to
person.
each other.
I mean,
Yeah,
geez, clearly we're
yeah.
we're tapped. We're tapped out, man.
Hour and 20.
We all just
That's a
stare at each
good,
other
yeah.
like like back in the day, the Conan and oh god, now I'm just making Conan references, but when Conan and Max
What's
Weinberg
his name?
would just they'd like just stare at each other like blankly,
But
like
you're really
after
just
it.
staring at yourself.
Well, now you're just staring at yourself blankly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we could totally do it. We could do this
We can do this. Let's do
and
it.
have some guests and that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Let's hit
Yeah.
it. Let's
All
hit
right.
it. We
I'm
would. We
in.
just don't talk politics. That's the rule, right?
God, no, I mean, we just there's no reason to. There's no
There's
reason
so
to.
many good shows to watch. There's no reason to
There's
talk
a lot
politics.
of good. I'd rather talk about dumb shows.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's just not. It's not interesting anymore to talk
No.
politics. Not that it ever, but it's like even like the late night comedy shows that I used to love. I'm just like I can't.
Over
I'm
it.
not. Yeah, I don't even want that kind of humor anymore. I just want to
No.
like I want the dumbest humor possible.
Totally.
I just want
Everybody's
like
just
slapstick.
yeah.
I want to watch Adam Sandler movies all day long.
Totally. Everybody's just like in their corner, like traumatized at this point. You know. It's like,
Yeah.
just give me the. Yeah, that was my.
I just
rule
want the
too, he
silliest
said.
shit
Chuck said
possible.
that. Yeah, seriously.
What's that?
Chuck said
what did he
that's
say?
their rule. At one
That
point
was my rule,
No,
yeah.
no
Yeah.
politics. You know.
Yeah.
That's what he
Well,
said.
you
so.
know, to be fair, it was like we would just talk about what was happening
Yeah.
in the world or whatever, just
Yeah.
like in our lives, and that was
Yeah.
happening so heavily at the time. So it's like, how do you not talk about it? You know.
Now
But
it's
now
just
I'm very good at just ignore. I'm just like, just
yeah, crushing your feelings like down into a little ball in your belly.
it's like, just let it just like form just like a big thing there and just yeah. That's
Yeah. I don't have
Yeah.
any feelings anymore.
It is a tough
literally.
rule to
I'm just
follow.
numb. I'm totally numb now. Just like, oh,
yeah. You just
I
let
got
it,
no
you know.
feelings.
I got no feelings.
I got
no
feelings.
feelings left. Yeah. No, you know what? It's like there's you realize that it's so beyond your control, a lot of it. So you just I don't know.
I kind
You
of
can't
like that.
I stopped doing the
in some
doom
ways.
scrolling thing that I was doing at one point, like laying in bed and just scrolling and scrolling. I don't do that anymore. You know.
Honestly, like after doing just a little bit of the lobbying that I did, and you came and you were in the meeting
Yeah.
with Nancy Pelosi's guy, and so I guess they're gonna pass the 300. I just heard from Hassan.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
hopefully.
like official.
And yeah, I guess so. UI
Yeah.
300. But like even that, like what I was doing in March and April, like you get into the like seeing how that's made and the sausage is made, and it's just like I don't know. It makes
Yeah.
you feel kind of disheartened. I mean,
see, like,
more than
You see that there's fingernails in there and
Yeah,
rodents
teeth.
and rodent droppings.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's,
just like yeah.
So did you feel disheartened by the process or did you feel you did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because and like Hassan's great because he's like
Yeah.
so positive, and he's and he's like he's lobbying for Yemen, and he's just doing so many great things. And I think for me it was like kind of I don't even know, I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but I meeting with Mitch McConnell's office, I was just very like what I kind of realized is like I think they have to meet with constituents. Like, I think it's
Yeah.
like check the box. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna just entertain these people. Maybe I probably am gonna
Yeah.
get in trouble for talking about any of this, but like,
Yeah.
there are just like some things that they said during the meeting that were like it was very clear. Like, we're giving you your opportunity to say our 2 cents here, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
really we're in the pocket of lobbyists.
Yeah.
So cool.
I like how we proceed to talk politics right after we talk about how we're not going to talk politics.
But
hey,
that's
we like to
like
break
when
the
I
rules,
lost
man.
my feelings. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when like my
Yeah.
feelings went away. I was just like, I have no
But-
feelings now.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's the, it's like an old 70s movie or something about like the person who tried to get out there and really
Yeah.
make a difference, and then they just
Like
found
this-
out
yeah.
that the system was shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking specifically about
That
Injustice
Sally
for All
Fields
with Al
movie?
Pacino, best movie
It's
ever.
impossible. Wait, which movie with Al Pacino?
Injustice for All. It's the best Al
Okay.
Pacino performance ever. It's the
don't think I've seen
the
that.
final scene of that movie is my favorite scene in a movie.
Really?
In any movie. Yeah, it's so good. It's the whole like, I'm out of order, you're out of order.
Right.
But it's like before Pacino
You
became
can't
almost
handle the
like,
truth.
it was almost like his thing that he does
Yeah.
those big speeches. Those
Yeah.
were like the first big,
Right.
know.
So
I mean,
it wasn't.
I guess in
yeah.
The Godfather he did sort of, but this was like that impassioned big speech. Anyway, I could talk.
Yeah,
I could have a whole
before he
podcast about Al
became a
Pacino if
meme
we
about-
wanted to.
All right. Let me just catch up on my Al Pacino.
Let's Pacino it off. Let's Pacino. Let's Pacino and Cappuccino. All right, Jen Kearney. She'll start that one with me.
Yeah. She'll bring the cream.
Cappuccino. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll
I'm
have
sorry.
to-
I'm coming up
we'll
with
have-
podcast ideas on the side over here.
Hey, that's. I mean, if you want to cheat on me, that's fine.
I'm gonna do
Like,
all Pacino all the time. That's my. I'm gonna watch all the. Oh my god! I'm really gonna start that podcast.
do it.
Where
Do
like
it.
I start
gonna
from
be
Al
hot.
Pacino's very first movie, and we discuss each one, and then we go like we do every one of them, even like the really bad ones. Yeah,
You should do it.
that's it. It's happening.
Wasn't he in Rain Man?
No, that's Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See,
See how angry I get about things like this?
see how much I
get
don't
very,
know.
I'm very passionate about my
Yeah.
Al Pacino and my Robert De Niro. One time I
Yeah.
broke up a party over this.
Really? Wow. I
I
better
did.
just keep my mouth shut at this
One
point. She's
time.
gonna throw a bottle through the screen.
It was like a drinking game. I was probably like 19 at the time. It was a drinking game, and in like I don't know, it was like somewhere in the south suburbs of Boston. I can't remember where. Like, and I didn't know most of the people there. I was there like with another friend, and they were talking. They were doing some quiz game, and they're like, and one it was like you had to come up with. It was like Al Pacino or it was Robert De Niro movies, and they're like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know, Back to School or whatever. I probably didn't say Back to School. It's a Rodney Dangerfield movie, but and I just finally I was like, Godfather fucking 2. Like I just got so mad that nobody could come up with a Robert De Niro movie. Anyway,
And then you just like proceeded to like destroy the place.
it was like people were just like, well, I guess I'm gonna go home now. Oh, April's in on the Pacino cappuccino too.
All right.
All right. Kearney and April, we're in. All right.
I'm down. Scent of a Woman. Wasn't that Robert De Niro?
Jenee, I'm so disappointed in you.
You can't handle
I'm
the
trying.
truth.
We're on camera, so I'm trying not to show my disgust right now.
All right.
Scent of
Yeah, I'm
Woman is Al
definitely not
Pacino.
gonna be a
Hoo
part.
ha.
I'm definitely
Hoo ha.
not going to
That's
be a part.
Al
Hoo ha.
Pacino.
Hoo ha.
Hoo ha. And he got the
Okay.
Oscar for that one. That was anyway. But I
Okay.
just found out. Actually, I know he got the Oscar for that because Denzel Washington should have got the Oscar that year for
Pelican
for
Report.
Malcolm X.
Oh,
For
Malcolm X.
He was up for it for Malcolm X. Tom and I just watched Malcolm X the other night, and we were like, "Did he get the Oscar for this?" And we looked it up, and we're like, "Wait, Pacino got it that year for Scent of Woman." I mean, he was great in that, but yeah, Denzel should have gotten it. Anyway,
Yeah, I need school. Jess is really, really disappointed at me. I guess
I mean, maybe this should be the podcast that we just yell at Jenee for not knowing what movies Al Pacino is in. And we're like, what? What are you
Well-
talking about? What? Like, that's just the whole thing. It's just like, oh, come on.
I know, totally.
Jenee, come on.
Ah,
What?
we need like
That'll
a
be the
bleeper
whole-
button.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, I
Thanks,
guess
you guys, for entertaining us
thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us.
for a long time catch up.
Should we stay on and say some more things to each other off camera?
Yeah,
this?
let's meet in
Okay.
the green room.
Let's meet in the green room. I'll see you there.
Love you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.